Hey everybody, this is Jack Allwell with the Brothers on Books podcast, and today we are discussing chapter 7 of our continued summarizing of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Now, the subtitle of this chapter is Controlling Your Time is the Highest Dividend Money Pays. And I think the highest form of payment is being able to say each morning, I can do what I want today. That's what Morgan says here. Now, there's an interesting idea or a concept, and if you're following along, it's on page 85, but it's this idea of reactance, and that is the concept that doing something you love on a schedule you can't control can feel the same as doing something you hate. And I really can relate to this because there's often times where I think I really like an activity, but then when I somehow get involved and then I'm told how I should be doing it or when I should be doing it, I end up not liking it. He proceeds to explain how the median income adjusted for inflation from 1955 to 2019 has risen from $29,000 to $62,000. And what has that wealth gone to? Well, he points out that in a similar time span, the median American has a home that used to be 983 square feet and approximately now 2,436 square feet. So while we've made more money, we've also just bought bigger and better things, but our use of time, or the way our time is encapsulated, hasn't changed much. And that's why people haven't, by and large, gotten happier. And this goes to back to that idea that time is the ultimate freedom of your time. Got a great quote in here by Rockefeller, and this might not have been by Rockefeller, but it might have just been a poem that he recited. A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we all like that wise old bird? And this story was brought up because Rockefeller let everyone around him speak, and he did a good job listening and making good decisions based off of what everyone else said. So that's something to think about. And then they ended off by describing what people regret when they're dying. And oddly enough, we interviewed Doc G on the podcast not too long ago about end-of-life experiences. And Morgan Housel cites a story called 30 Lessons for Living. This Carl Pillemer interviewed 1,000 elderly Americans looking for the most important lessons they learned from decades of life experience. And he wrote, "No one, not a single person out of 1,000, said that to be happy you should try to work as hard as you can to make money to buy the things you want. No one, not a single person, said it's important to be at least as wealthy as the people around you, and if you have more than they do, it's real success. No one, not a single person, said you should choose your work based on your desired future earning power." Now, what they did value, and once again, we talked a lot about this with Doc G, is quality friendships, being part of something bigger than themselves, spending quality time, unstructured time with their children. Your kids don't want your money as much as they want you. And that is the end of that chapter. Hopefully we'll see you in chapter 8, where we talk about the man in the car paradox. Bye.